Hey yo, what's good YouTube? It's y'all boy Dolo coming back with another hit, man. Today, we talking about why you can't change, bro. And this is a big thing that a lot of people go through in life. We might get to points in our life where we feel pretty stagnant. We ain't doing enough. We ain't been moving our feet as much as we could. But I'm about to tell y'all why you can't change. Whether you feel like you hit a brick wall, you feel like you can't do nothing, you feel like you got your back against the wall, I'm gonna give it to you straight up. So one, your body hasn't caught up to your mind yet. Your mind wants to change, but your body is used to doing the same things over and over again. You wake up, hop on your phone, hop on TikTok, get on the game, repeat. It's a lot easier to keep a pattern than to break out of one. And if you have a pattern that you already have instilled in your life or a habit, it's gonna be a lot harder for you to get out of that than it is for you to get into a new one. So you gotta let go of emotional addictions. You gotta let go of things that aren't aligning with what you wanna do. You'll see that a lot of things are emotional addictions. You like the feeling that it gives you when you get on TikTok. It makes you laugh. Your For You page is so curated for you that it makes you wanna stay there for hours. And then you see that even people, somebody might make you feel like shit, but you're not even addicted to them. You addicted to a certain feeling that they give you. You addicted to a certain feeling that something gives you. Even drugs, that's a big thing. And then besides that, you have beliefs that you cannot outperform. So when we have beliefs that we can't outperform, it's like your head being put in a box that you're trying to see past. How are you gonna see past the box that you're in? You can't do that. If you don't believe that you could do something, there's no way that you're actually gonna be able to do it. You first must believe. You first must know, I got this, I can do it. And then once you do that, things will follow and the actions will follow that actually align with that. But right now, let's say if I'm trying to change financially, I'm trying to get to a better point, I must believe and know that I am well with money. A lot of you guys have a belief that you're not good with money. Every time I get money, I spend it. That becomes your truth to your reality. So now every time you get money, it's out your hands before you even held it. And then we go to, you're not getting uncomfortable enough. You must get uncomfortable if you want to see the most change. A lot of people wait till something traumatic happens in their life. Some people have a loved one that's passed. They get into something, a bad incident, something bad has to happen for a lot of people to change. And I know that because I used to be one of those people. But you cannot wait till those moments of your life to change, because that will be the only drastic changes of your life. And then you'll be dependent on something bad to happen just for something good to come out of your life. No, you need to be able to have and pull will out of your body whenever needed from the strength coming within. But right now, if you hanging around the same people every day, you're not gonna get uncomfortable. And if you want to meet new people, you want more friends that maybe are aligned with where you want to go, you're going to have to get uncomfortable a little bit and go talk to people. Some people don't like talking to people. So you have to go and make yourself do that. I might not like to eat good and healthy food, but I got to make myself do that. I want to lose weight. It's things that you have to do, because when you're uncomfortable, that causes an inconvenience. That pushes the growth to be even further. You guys don't want the inconvenience most oftentimes. And think about a baby. A baby, just to be able to eat food, you might not remember, but you went through a phase in your life where you were teething and you was hurt. Your mouth was literally hurting like a motherfucker just for you to get your teeth. And if you ever had braces, they pull your teeth together and it hurts. But at the end of the day, you have a great smile. And you know, just like a diamond is made under pressure. So some of the greatest things are made through the most hardest things, the hardest pressure. And if you've been through a lot, you have a lot going on, it ain't nothing for you to convert that and to make that something that drives you to do great. Because one thing could either kill who you are or it can make who you are, and you're the chooser. But also, on top of being uncomfortable, you must sacrifice something. A lot of people want to do the typical Netflix. They want to do a typical smoke. They want to do the typical be distracted stuff. And it's not going to work, bro. If I'm being honest with you, you're going to have to get your ass in the gym. You got to get your ass reading books. You can't do the same things expecting different results, especially if you have bad vices. If you get up and make bad choices every single day, this has become your life. You're gonna get comfortable with making bad choices. Just like somebody could get comfortable with making good choices. Right now, I'm comfortable going to the gym. I'm comfortable reading books. But it was a time in my life I was not comfortable doing that. I was more comfortable doing bad things that weren't as good for me. But you must sacrifice something oftentimes in this life to get to a new place, because you can't get to where you're going with the same baggages that you came with. And you must break resistance. This is a big one, y'all, because when you try to grow, you're gonna see that anybody can have that quick motivation. Everybody has that, oh my gosh, I wanna change my life. I wanna do some big stuff. I just wanna be able to go provide for my people and this type of stuff like that. But then they don't realize that a week passes, you do the week great, but then there's gonna be resistance that kicks in. Don't matter what you're doing, even if you go to the gym for a week. After that week mark, or anytime, it could be even after a day, a little bit of resistance is gonna come. And it's gonna try to draw you back. It's gonna try to take you out of that momentum that you just built. But when that comes, you need to look at it like this. Resistance is like this rubber band. If I take it and I pull it, this is what you do when you get yourself uncomfortable. You pull it, you're not comfortable. Now, I pull it, it comes right back. That's that resistance. It comes right back every time I pull it. I get uncomfortable, it comes right back. That's that resistance. But at a certain point, if I pull it enough times, it's gonna get loose. And eventually, it's gonna get so loose that it becomes where it used to get uncomfortable at. So that's what you need to do with your life. If you don't understand the resistance to anything, it's gonna be the same reason why you fall back to not changing. This is one of the most important slides on here, because you have to break it, y'all. Don't chase the happiness of your goals or the reward. Chase the process, because if you never fall in love with the process, it's gonna be a lot harder for you to get through the process. You're gonna be dreading every last bit of it. If you wanna be a singer, you need to enjoy doing what you're doing. You need to enjoy making your songs, getting your reps in. Nowadays, in a world of instant gratification and everybody just wanting things to fall out the air, you need to understand that even if I gave you your reward right now, whatever you wanted in your life, I gave you your reward, $1 million. You gon', for one, you're not even gonna appreciate it because I gave it to your ass. But for two, if you had got it, you would look at when you didn't have it. Because now everything that you have, you look back to the things that you don't have no more. The process, what got you here. You get your car, then you look back, wow, I remember when I didn't have a car. It was hard, man. But the process made it so much better, because when you got it out, it's a whole different type of connection with it. You actually put in hard work. So you gotta fall in love with the hard work and the pain involved to get there. The days that your sleep might be messed up. Your days that and the third might not be going your way. Think about it like driving a car. When you driving, you first learn to drive. You get on the road, you hyper aware. You looking at everything. You trying to make sure you in the right lane. You making sure everything's right and everything's going the right way. Blinkers on. Everything's doing what it's supposed to do. But now everything's automatic, and you get into your destination with ease. Everything is just in the back of your head going. You could be on your phone now. I'm playing music. I'm cutting people off. Oops. So falling in love with that pain, the process, that's what's gonna get you to where you gotta go easier. You go from not knowing how to drive to driving, but you look back and you see, dang, it was a process. Don't wonder why you're not changing. Look at why you're not changing and know that you can change, but it's gonna take some truth and also some work on your behalf. And watch your environment. Watch your structure. Watch you being comfortable. Because as long as you comfortable, that's not a good sign. As long as you don't have no structure in your life, that's not a good sign. And as long as you're in the wrong environment, that's not a good sign. Really try to look into these things and make sure these things are in the best way to help you grow and get to where you want to go to be able to change. If we are able to master change and master adaptability, we're able to do anything we want, and nobody can get in the way of it, because that is the only thing that is inevitable in this world, change. But if we know which way we changing in, we're gonna know which way we're going in. And if we know which way we're going in, we're gonna have a happier life. Because the problem is that people look up and they be messed up because they don't know how they got to where they at. And that's because you wasn't looking at where you was going the whole time. Okay, and the last one, stop worrying about what you can't change. Now that you are here where you're at, there's nothing that you can do but change only what you can change. So take less time focusing on where you messed up in your life. Take less time focusing on where you didn't perform well enough and focus on where you can change. Because if you can't control something, if you can't change it, you just messing your own head up. There's nothing that you could do about it. So why are you even thinking about it? Why are you thinking about what you could have did? It's not possible, bro. But yeah, y'all, with that being said, that's really the end of the video. I really wish y'all the best on y'all journeys, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's y'all man, Dolo. And I'm out this bitch, man. Peace.